Konnichiwa! Today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 beat 'em up arcade games. Just thinking about having to choose 10 is making my head hurt. Welcome back to the Retro Gamer Boy Show. We've added a brand new feature to the channel. You can now subscribe to us by clicking on a little button down here. And remember, if you hate this episode, to hit that like button with all the aggression you can muster. I love arcade beat-em-ups. I spent most of the 80s and a good part of the early 90s in arcades, glued in front of arcade beat-em-ups like this one here. And so about 10 years ago, I decided to go all in and have a fully customized arcade cabinet built for me. Now this arcade cabinet here has thousands of games on it, but I actually only make the beat-em-ups available to play on it, because that's all I really want my arcade cabinet for, because that's all I really played in the arcades. And so today I was going to take you through my top 10 arcade beat-em-up games. Now my top 10 arcade games are probably pretty much the same as yours, and so what I decided to do was do my top 10 arcade games outside of my top 10 arcade games. That doesn't make any sense. Well, it's my top 10 arcade games outside of my top 10 arcade games. Surely that's your top 20 arcade games. No, it's 10 games outside of my normal 10 games that I like. Jesus. Sounds like fake news to me. Look, just friggin' hit the button. Before we get into the top 20, let's check out a short video of my top 10. Did you guess my top 10 games from that clip? If you did, then let me know in the comments below. But now it's time for my top 10 games outside of my top 10 games. At number 10, we have Purely Ruler. Now this game was released in 1991 by Taito, and the presentation in this game is fantastic, although the gameplay is a little lackluster and some of the levels a little risky. At number 9, we have Thunder Heroes, released in 2001 by Prime Tech. Now Thunder Heroes is a fast-paced beat-em-up with some fantastic presentation. number 8, we've got DD Crew from Sega, and it was released in 1991. If you love your Final Fight games, then you're going to love DD Crew. It reeks of that 90s nostalgia.
Aha! Surprise!
At number 7, we got Knights of Valor. Released in 1999 by International Game Systems, this is the first of our weapons-based combat beat-em-ups. At number 6, we got Sengoku 3 from SNK. Released in 2001, this is a stunning arcade fighter. Number 5, we got Undercover Cops from Irem. It was released in 1992, and this is a super gritty beat 'em up and one of my all-time favourites. At number 4, we have this absolute gem. Released by SNK in 1992, Mutation Nation is an absolute classic. The backdrop for this beat 'em up is just perfectly on point for a 90s beat 'em up game. At number 3, we've got Gaia Crusaders, released in 1999 by Noise Factory. At number 2, we got Guardians from Banpresto. Released in 95, I love the presentation of this game, and the fighting combos and animations that the characters pulls up is just sublime. At number 1, we got Metamorphic Force from Konami. Released in 95, this game is absolutely stunning. You can switch between your main character that you've got here and their super morphic beast power as well. The gameplay is super fast, the world is fantastic, and the visuals are great. I love my arcade beat-em-up games. Some of my fondest memories of gaming are going down to the arcade with my friends and getting in some great arcade co-op action. One of my all-time favourites, and the game that I have a huge amount of nostalgia for, is Double Dragon. And Double Dragon was the first arcade game that I finished at the arcades. It cost me a huge amount of pocket money, but it was well worth it. And me and my friend were absolutely stunned when we had to face off against each other. Best thing about it is I absolutely kicked his ass. That's it for today's show. If you missed out on using our new subscribe feature, then don't worry, you can subscribe now by clicking on my little pixel head below. And remember to hit the little bell icon so you never miss a retro gaming episode, 2 of which you can find over here.